welcome to We the People. A recent judgment by the Supreme Court on the issue of whether a woman who does not have a marital status officially or does not have a relationship that can be described to be one that is in the nature of a marriage should be entitled to maintenance, or what is called alimony, has divided public opinion down the middle. It's evoked some very fierce reactions, especially from women, partially because of the language used in the judgment. But the language and the offence it has caused aside, what about the larger issue of alimony and maintenance? And what live-in relationships say about changing sexual mores in our society, as well as what it may do to the rights of women with these changes evolving in the world we live in today? That's our subject on We the People. If I can start with Jayant Bhushan, you were the amicus curiae in this case. There has been a lot of outrage among women, especially at the language. Now, even if it's not in the nature of a marriage, many people, many women and men believe that they have perfectly respectable and meaningful relationships that may not even seek to be in the nature of a marriage. So isn't the word keep, to first talk about the language, a completely sexist and archaic word?
I don't think the word keep has been used for all live-in relationships. In fact, I think when Indira Jaisingh raised the issue of this being very outdated language, one of the judges asked her, would you have preferred it if we had used the word concubine? And she said that would have been worse. So how would you describe a situation where the woman is a mistress and she is living either with the man or in a house provided by her? I mean, it was just a way of describing it. Personally speaking, I think the outrage is because of the nature of the relationship, namely that a mistress who you keep, and not really because there is anything so really wrong with the word keep.
So you're saying the objection is not to the substance of the judgment, but to the language, and that's been a distraction in a sense?
Absolutely. Not just is it a mere side issue, namely the language, but I'm saying even the language. What is the objection about? They are just describing a situation where the woman will not be entitled to maintenance. That's all. I really find nothing seriously wrong about describing a woman as a keep. They are not describing every living relationship as a keep.
I just wanted to know, can men be keeps?
Well, certainly if the woman is providing a place to live and is financing the man can be described as a keep. It's a different thing that that is generally not what has happened in history, and therefore the word keep is associated with a woman. But yes, certainly the man can be a keep.
Madhu, the alternative question that the judges asked in the court, what word would you use? What word would you use to describe a peculiar sort of relationship?
I do want to make the point that the language is highly objectionable. It's not in the same time space as ours.
Yeah.
Keep, it comes from a very patriarchal understanding where the person who holds the finances, and we know law ensures that men hold the finances. Yeah. So it's not just a coincidence that men seem to hold the money, are the ones who keep the home.